Hey everyone, it's your realtor, Erica Hernandez with Compass Real Estate. That intro is going to be hard to get used to. As you guys saw all over my social media, I did just switch brokerages. So now I'm at a new home, and just to update you, I am super happy where I am. They have a bunch of very organized systems, and you'll get to see more. That's not today's topic, but you'll get to see more. We've been so busy. Elizabeth and I did join Compass together, and I know her and I try to podcast as much as possible together as well, but we've been just super busy, okay? So I'm here today all by myself because I did want to share a very, very important topic with you guys. If you haven't already seen, maybe I'm targeted on my social media because I'm a realtor, but D.R. Horton is all over the news, okay? Who is D.R. Horton? They are a builder, and they offer in-house lending through a company called DHI Mortgage, right? So this is very typical in the new construction world, and the reason they're on the news is because people are now starting to say, or I guess sue them is kind of what I'm understanding. There's some lawsuit going on, or potential lawsuit, that they're being deceptive, okay? And so when people walk into these new construction homes, they aren't really educated because the sales rep's job is not to educate you. So things are happening, all right? And so I'll give you a little bit about what I think about it and like what they're trying to explain. So when you are buying a new construction home, the taxes on that home are only going to be on the land for the first year, okay? That is sort of a break that the county gives to the builders, because if they had to pay full taxes on every property, they would probably go bankrupt, okay? So the county only charges builders for taxes on land. Now, when people come in and they see a house that they like, let's just say it's around $300,000, okay? A kind of realistic payment for a $300,000 house is maybe like $2,500, $2,600 if you're giving the minimum down payment. And, to their surprise, buyers are like, oh my gosh, this $300,000 house is only $1,200 a month. They get very excited. They go on through the process. And so they close. And then what happens? Well, that $1,200 payment is only realistic for the first year because maybe the taxes for the entire year were like $500, okay? When the taxes finally are recorded with the county that it's sold, and then the builder's no longer getting a break on these, right? They know there's a true homeowner on there. Well, the taxes go from $500 a year to possibly $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, okay? So your payment could have been $50 a month for taxes, and it's going to go up to like $500 a month for taxes. And so what's happening is these people are saying, that wasn't explained to me, I'm in a payment shock, and all these things. And I'm really interested in where this is going to go because I've seen these documents, you guys. I go to my closings from my people that buy new construction. There is a letter, and I pay close attention to everything that's being signed. There is a letter, and it states that you are aware that the first year you're only being charged on taxes on land. And so it's called a payment shock letter. So these people, most of them signed it. I don't know where this lawsuit is going to go, but also I think it's really important that you don't go to new construction homes unrepresented, because if you would have let me help you in that situation, I would have red flagged it. And there are options, you guys. A lot of lenders out here, and I call them like the outside lenders that are not associated with the builder, okay? Because DHI is associated with the builder. So they obviously want the deal to go through. Outside lenders out here in the real world are going to make a calculation for you that is very, very close to your payment. So for more information, you can reach me, but let me just give you a quick snippet, okay? You bought the house for $300,000. What this outside lender out here, like I said, they're going to multiply it sometimes by 80% or 90%, or they may even use the entire sales price, okay? They'll multiply that by the tax rate for that neighborhood. And they find out, hey, a true payment for you is going to be $5,000 in taxes once everything hits with the county. So what they'll do is from the very beginning, they're gonna give you an accurate payment. Let's just say $2,600 for that $300,000 house, not $1,200. Okay, you can make a choice and say, well, the first year, can I just do it like based on land? I am aware, I'm okay with it going up next year. That is a decision you can make. We don't recommend it. We usually say, let's find out your realistic payment. So that's what's happening right now with that. Now, I do want to add on a few more things. Please do not go to new construction by yourself. That's tip number one. Tip number two is if they are saying, hey, if you don't come with your realtor, we'll throw in some free blinds. We'll throw in some free gutters, things like that. Anything that they're telling you, don't come with your realtor, come by yourself, beware. That is a red flag, you guys. Builders love agents because we bring them business and we help them on the other side. They're concerned about the seller side and we handle all the buyer side for them, okay? We teach you, we educate you, all of these things. That's tip number two. For tip number three is that sales rep that's at the model home is not going to send you what other deals other people got in the neighborhood. And I do. You come to me and I'm going to run some information on, okay, what other houses sold in this area and what did they sell for? That way, when I start to negotiate and they kick it back, I can say, well, I do know that on 123 Banana Street, you did give the buyer $10,000, right? So, and there's just certain things that they say to consumers that can kind of scare you guys, and we hear it all the time, so we can say, no, that's not true, okay? So that's another tip. The other thing is, don't go to new construction without your realtor, because we are not only going to help you during the purchase process, we are someone you can reach out to after the closing. Okay, after the deal closes, you want to do some things, weird things are happening, you don't understand the county, whatever you want to find out, like, hey, I want to lease it. Can you find out what this neighborhood is leasing for? All this information, we can help you and we'll be your forever realtor. When that builder closes out the neighborhood, that sales rep is going to forget your name. They're going to forget all about you. You can't really reach them to get any real estate advice because they did not represent you. Okay, so those are some of the kind of tips. I know I wrote a few others. I just want to make sure I don't miss them. Yeah, and so the other thing is, I know that buying a new home can seem very easy. So a lot of people do this. They say, no, I don't need a realtor. The problem is that sometimes things do go wrong. And when they do, if you have representation, we can help you get out of it. Because the industry can be a little cruel if you choose not to be represented. And again, we are going to negotiate for the builders to pay our commissions, right? I mean, that's something that we can't guarantee, but we definitely are going to try. And again, like it will cost you more. I think it'll cost you more not to be represented because of the little things that you don't know about, and you're only going to buy maybe once, maybe twice in your life. So why not get help, and instead of saving a buck, things like that, you will save so much more time and money being represented. Okay, and I truly believe that in my heart. It's not just me being salesy, like, oh, I want the deal. I just have had a lot of experiences, and I've done a lot of explanation to my clients, and then they realize, oh, wow, I kind of had already started going to model homes and none of this information was shared. So anyway, I do have a lot of training to do, you guys, this week. And as I enter week number 4 of my new company, there's so much to do, but I did want to hop on and share with you guys a little bit of information on this lawsuit and my thoughts on it as well. If you have heard about this or you need more information, give me a call. And if you're buying a new construction home in 2025 or maybe in 2026, give me a call. All right, you guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.